Okay, look, baseball is back. The Red Sox, 18 runs. Yankees, 20 runs. Giants, 10 runs. Mets, 2 hits total in their first spring training game. How about that? Wow. I
Some good
mean,
at bats today.
good at bats, yeah. A total
Yeah.
of 2 hits, a lot of offensive production from some teams, some other teams, not so much. And as we had mentioned in the previous episode, who Pat's not a fan of, Murakami. A lot of high exit velo. That's
No,
nice.
it's not that I'm not a fan of
No, you hate
Murakami.
him and the
It's not
White
what I
Sox as a
said,
whole.
and I don't really appreciate the putting of the words in my mouth here.
Uh,
I said that it's kind of a fraudulent move by the White Sox to pad the books there.
well, Murakami looked great in the spring training
Oh,
debut.
the White Sox love that trade value.
We'll
Good
see.
team.
We'll see. Listen, they've got some guys, so maybe they'll
Luis
be good.
Hell.
But boys, baseball is back. Wow,
Yeah.
Luis Angel, yeah, good name. And just really quickly, how are we all feeling about the beginning of spring training, heading into the regular season for each of our respective teams?
No, I feel great. I mean, the New York Mets, they played great today. Um, that's besides the point. You know what? I'm
Who
not allowed to
pitched?
start some lefty,
Okay.
Waddell.
Ah,
He pitched this
Oscar Brazoban.
he pitched too. He pitched great. The pitching was good,
okay.
Good pitcher.
but
Wow.
we had only three or four starters play. I think they went combined 0 for 8.
That's all right. Aaron Judge
So
had 2 home runs, and Spencer Jones had a home run. Wow. Mm.
Yeah.
wow, first spring training game. That really, means a lot.
Mm.
I'm excited.
Listen, let me tell you something about spring training.
Let me
Okay.
hear it. Let me hear it.
Yeah, my Boston Red Sox, they've been putting together some nice games here. First against the Huskies and second against the Minnesota Twins.
Who,
Both
the
very good.
Huskies? I've never heard of that MLB team before.
Oh, they're this little known MLB team out of Northeastern
Northeastern.
University.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a good job. Something like
Nice.
18 runs. They
Wow.
were down 2-1 in the early goings there, so I was getting a little nervous that our
Okay.
Competitive.
48-0 against college teams record was
Wow.
going
That's pretty good.
to go away. Next year, going for 50-0. I'm excited. So when it comes to spring training, and I was talking to Mason about this earlier today, is that I'm fully committed for the Grapefruit League Championship. I
Good.
mean, seeing
Smart.
these two wins, 1-0 in conference, if you will, 1-0
Mhm.
out of conference
Mhm.
with the Huskies. I'm very excited to see my Red Sox perhaps vie for the Grapefruit League Championship.
Right. And Pat, what we're saying, it's not about getting your individual reps, but the individual, like the wins. You got to
Oh
practice
my
winning.
God. Builds a locker room. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's it's like these managers like Carlos Mendoza, it's like they don't even care
This is
about the
shit.
winning. They're like, "Oh, as long as Tyrone Taylor gets his at bats, we're fine."
Yeah.
No, the
Nah.
team learns how to win in the spring. The team may learn how to swing a bat in the batting cages in their own time. But
100%.
when it comes to spring training games,
Yep.
that is when a team learns how to win together.
Yeah.
So I'm fully committed for the Grapefruit League championship here.
Look for Juan Soto to have a slow start in the regular season, all because of
Mm.
No,
Mendoza.
no. The World Baseball Classic, he always turns it
Oh
up
yeah, that's true. I forgot
We
about that.
have
for
That's
the
coming
a
up
team.
question
too.
for you fellas.
Wow.
The Dominican Republic, he always,
He
yeah,
does. Yeah.
Good
yeah.
question for you fellas here.
Okay.
No, please.
No, really. Does the World Baseball Classic, in your opinion, get a player ready more or less than spring training games?
More.
Yeah,
It's
I'd say
like
more.
it's like they take it almost as a playoff game, like that kind of environment. So
I understand that, but
Now, I
there's
guess
less reps.
the
You're not
counter
with your
argument to that would
team.
be also that there's kind of like instead of you're tapering, you're getting to a peak and then you kind of have to settle yourself back down because it's a long season. So you're in like a postseason sort of vibe to begin the season, which is weird, and then you have to get back to like the 162. But they're all pros, I'm sure. I'm sure they can figure out just fine. By the way, this is new age old heads, right? And we obviously are very excited about baseball, and Pat and Mason are both very serious about the list that they came up with today. We're going to be talking about potential breakout players within the MLB. Each of us came up with a list of around 10. We'll see how many of those we actually get to. A few of them I'm very excited about, mainly younger prospects, but there are some guys who I think can take a step from uh, solidified everyday players to either stars or superstars. So I have some of those and excited to see what you guys have. No
Yeah,
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
absolutely.
really
Okay.
excited. I'm real excited. Mace, I'm sure you're very excited. I know you're about to say something there, but yeah, I mean, you talk about the World Baseball Classic. You talk about, what that can mean for some slow starting players. If
Mm.
you don't come out of,
Julio
yeah, Julio Rodriguez is the first name on my list. Listen, we
has
all
what?
know
A
we
breakout?
Oh,
let me tell you something.
What is he breaking out into?
He's
what are
Please.
you
breaking
talking?
out,
What, no, what are you talking?
he's
Don't
breaking
tell me.
out into an MVP caliber player.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. From last year and the years prior, it's well documented. His March and April and May, not so good.
Nope.
I would argue terrible. He comes out of the chute very, very cold.
Offensively. Defensively, he's always good.
Always good. I mean, as they say, defense never slumps. That's
No,
what they say. So
absolutely.
with the I believe that Julio Rodriguez coming out of the gate was um was a lot of pressure was on him to be the guy in that Seattle Mariners batting order.
Hmm.
However, they have another MVP candidate on their team right now in Cal Riley.
True.
And Julio Rodriguez knows this. So the pressure of him not having to be the superstar, but for him to just do his thing that he normally does over the course of the season, if that translates in April and he puts together a full season, we could have ourselves an MVP candidate on our hands in Seattle.
Good pick.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I actually agree. I mean, October last year, he was the best, one of the best. He was incredible.
That's how he's been every
He would
year.
play, played, yeah,
I am
yeah.
interested. Yeah. I'm interested to see because I feel like at this point it's kind of I'm not 100% sure on this, but I feel like he was at some point just like, yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like I start slow and then I get better as the season progresses. So I will be curious to see what the WBC can do in terms of his impact on the early games within the obviously very long MLB season. Very nice start, Pat, and good on you. Nice little transition there. Wow.
Right? I mean, I'm really getting a hold of this whole podcast thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was excellent. So Julio Rodriguez is the first name off the list, and you're saying that he can go from an all-star to an MVP candidate.
Sure, given the World Baseball Classic and a more relaxed atmosphere due to
Good
Cal
team.
Riley.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I also have someone who can, I think, be a potential MVP candidate. Mason, do you have any of those types of players?
I do.
Okay, so I say we get those off of our list. That way we have three different MVP candidates all in one spot instead of just jumping around sporadically. It makes it easier for our viewers to watch and listen.
Okay.
So
You
go
want to go
ahead.
first?
Yeah, you
Okay.
go,
My
please.
MVP candidate from All Star to MVP candidate is in the NL.
Mm,
Live on one of your teams,
really?
The Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, Ellie.
Wow. One
Ellie
of the
Dela
last 15
Sure.
Cruz.
teams. Wow.
Yeah.
Stole
One of
37
my one of
bases
my
last
30
year.
teams.
He's got 40-40 potential,
Yeah, he
and
does.
he's only getting better.
Yeah, he
And he
does.
plays awesome defense, just like Julio Rodriguez does. And I think, he could easily play as well. He played 162 games last year, 160 the year before.
Hmm.
So he plays the entire season.
Hmm.
And he's gotten MVP votes each of the last 2 years.
Sure
But
has.
this year, I think he takes that next step live on that Reds team, and I think he really makes a case for
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah, there were media outlets saying that he looked jacked to start spring
Yeah,
training. I didn't really notice much of a difference. He still looks pretty slender, but that's his athletic archetype. That's kind of the guy he is, right? So yeah, you said what, 40-40?
I think 40-40.
Okay, that would be very impressive. I'd be very impressed by that. I have a guy who I think can be a 30-30 candidate pretty easily. However, he's never been an all-star. And I think that despite this can be a potential MVP candidate, despite never being an all-star. And he resides in the AL West. This is Wyatt Langford.
Wow.
Langford, I think, is extremely,
MVP Wyatt?
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
I was going to
know.
say All Star.
Yeah, well, I think he'll make an all-star team easily this year. He had 22 home runs, 22 stolen bases last season.
Oh, MVP.
No, I'm saying this year if he makes a jump, let's say if he gets 35
30
and
30.
40, 35 and 40, which would be above 30-30, but he definitely should get 30-30 this year. Um, he finished with the top 25 WAR last year. I think that he could get to top 10 WAR this year. Um, I think the Rangers will be a lot better than they were last year, which will, I think, improve his play as well as everyone else around him, leading to potential MVP votes because they're on a better overall team. And I think he'll find more success because the Rangers will just be better overall because whatever happened last year was not good. But I think this year Wyatt takes a step along with probably Evan Carter and a few other players on that in that Rangers lineup, but mainly Wyatt being a guy who can go from never being an all-star to an all-star and potentially getting MVP votes this year. Similar to how Ellie got MVP votes last year, I think this is kind of Wyatt's range for this year.
Wow. Nice
Yeah,
pick.
that's big.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, listen, he has an excellent walk rate too, and I love walk rate.
We love
Uh,
Walker. Yeah.
so he's definitely a guy that I think can do special things down in Texas.
You
Yeah.
know what? Okay. I got a good transition from that.
Please.
I got a young guy out of also University of Florida
Oh wow.
who was a top pick just recently. Not an
Oh.
MVP candidate, I'm saying,
Hmm.
but a top pick recently, huge top prospect. Kind of, was very slow to the start of his MLB career.
Hmm.
Jack Caglione
Wow.
in Kansas City. He hits the ball as hard as anyone in the entire MLB. And
Is
he
he
had that.
Shohei?
He could be, but they don't let him. They don't let him
I don't think
pitch.
they're ever gonna let him pitch.
I don't know.
Sad. Sad.
But when he came up, it was Jack Caglione on this, Jack Caglione on that.
Yep.
Slow start to the MLB career, but I could see he's going to play a full MLB season this year. He's still very young, 23 years old, 25, 30 home runs. Is that crazy to say? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. Yeah, I'm with you. He has the power to do it. We'll see if his struggles continue or if he figures it out at the big league level. I have another
Is he
Royal.
playing first base?
No, no, the first baseman is another guy that I have on my list who's going to make
Escantino.
an all-star game this year. Do you have him as well?
I don't, but I know where this is going.
Okay, the Pasquatch, Vinny
Pasquatch.
Pasquantino.
Yeah.
Great player. And also, how old do you think that Vinny is? Just if you had to guess.
28.
28.
Okay, that's exactly what he is. I thought he was a little bit older to be
It's because
honest.
he's like a grizzly veteran of the game. He's a
He's not
Sasquatch.
really even a veteran though. He's only been in the league for 4 years. Great plate discipline. Last year he had 32 homers, and he was sixth in the MLB with 113 RBIs. So I think for him to get to an all-star level this year shouldn't be that difficult. Obviously, there's a few other first basemen in the American League that are pretty good, and Bobby's going to get the just
The
team
star
all-star
treatment.
nod.
Right.
But I think Vinny should definitely make it. His offensive numbers have climbed every single year that he's been in the league. He's got good plate discipline, doesn't strike out a ton, and again, walks a decent amount, doesn't chase. So I like Vinny as a breakout candidate this year. I was surprised to see that he was only 28, like I said. And for him, I think it's very viable for him to make an all-star team this year for the first time.
See, I'm noticing a trend here,
What's this?
is that a lot of these breakout stars that we're picking
Hmm.
um are not your biggest players on every single team right now.
True.
Nor do they have a lot of pressure on them, like um Wyatt Langford with Corey
Hmm.
Seager
Yep.
and Julio Rodriguez with Cal Riley. They're going to perform well in our collective opinions because of the reduced stress of having some of those MVP candidates playing alongside them.
Yep.
Now I got a similar player, but from the pitcher side.
Wow.
And for my first Boston Red Sox at the list, Brian
Brian
Bayo.
Bayo. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I know?
So
Bias.
previously, Brian Bayo has been the number two behind Garrett Crochet, and in previous years, a whole host of pitchers like Chris Sale. But now he is the number 4 in a very strong Boston Red Sox rotation in which he can play to his strengths. Okay. In previous years, before the Breslow and, you know, uh, who's the pitching coach now? I keep
Andrew
thinking
Bailey,
Andrew Bailey. I always mess him up with,
curveball,
yeah,
curveball, sweeper,
Andrew
anything
Cash.
that's not flat.
Right. So previously, Brian Bayo was trying to be a velocity pitcher. I mean, this
Hmm.
is a couple of years ago before then. Now he's been working on his off speed, really focusing on getting horizontal and vertical movement on his two-seam fastball. And this year, which is very intriguing to me, he's added a curveball
Mm,
coming out of camp. So with that focus on a curveball, you would imagine his philosophy as a pitcher is changing to be more of a pitch to contact.
yeah.
And as we discussed in previous episodes, the Boston Red Sox defense,
Oh,
especially
good.
that infield defense, is much improved. So I'm going to imagine that Brian Bayo, with that reduced stress, with the increased strength in the bullpen,
Yep.
as well as the focus on pitching to contact, I think you're going to see a Logan Webb-esque season from Brian Bayo.
Wow.
Hey, watch it.
That's
Is it so?
yeah.
This is with Andrew Bailey in his back pocket, telling him, "Hey,
This is with the sweeper revolution of Andrew
sure,
Bailey's.
yeah, yeah, he's a good guy. I like Andrew Bailey. I've come around on him a little bit if he changed how Crochet pitched, I would have been very upset. But uh,
Awful.
yeah, he kept him the same. So speaking of a very good pitching staff, I think there's another guy that kind of gets hidden or shadowed from another array of good pitchers on a different team, but it's also the my team, but
Which
it's
one?
yeah,
Which one?
I'm gonna get to it. It's
Okay.
the minus the Sox of the Reds. So the Cincinnati Reds. Wow.
He's on my list.
Chase Burns?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He is a good
I
player.
crossed them off my list because last year the Sox railed him.
Number 2 overall pick just a few years ago.
Yes, he's got electric stuff, and he had
Yeah.
4 strikeout games in 2025. Well, don't correct me if I'm wrong. This is just my opinion, so you can say whether you have a different one. But I feel like he was trying to just blow past guys every single at bat, and so because of that, guys would foul his fastball off, and his pitch count would continue to climb. And so he was never, again, with striking out 10 batters in a game, you're already at 30 pitches. But each of those at bats is going to be a lot more pitches anyway. He was never able to get very deep into games. So if he's able to figure that out and not try to strike every single bat, I mean, obviously the goal is to get every batter out, but there's different ways of
Yeah.
getting guys out than just striking each one of them out. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to have longevity and be able to go deeper into games, which was, I think, his biggest problem last year, other than getting hit around a few times. But less reliant on the fastball and being able to go to a few different pitches. That way you can get outs both by the strikeout and being able to get outs other ways, I think will definitely benefit him. And I think he's a great breakout candidate, as obviously Mason agrees.
Yeah. So I also had him on my list. You know, he's the top 30 prospect in all of baseball just last year.
Hmm.
And he gets called up. And just like Hunter Green, he sits at like 100 miles per
Oh
hour.
my God, he's so good.
And so I kind of want to transition to that in another pitcher who has really, really good stuff in the NL. I'm
Stop.
not, no, I'm not going where you think I'm going. A
Nolan
guy,
McLean.
no, no, no. We'll get there later. Anyway,
Okay.
a guy who can honestly now be the ace of his rotation as they traded away his ace, Freddie Peralta, Jacob Mizorowski,
Sure.
who really jumped onto the scene last year. He made the All-Star team as a rookie.
The
Kind of
Miz.
slowed down a little bit,
Yeah,
but
was that?
he's got some of the best
Fraudulent,
stuff I've seen.
fraudulent all-star.
I agree. Not
No,
really
but
the best all-star pick.
He
I'm
is
sure he could be
seven
a good
starts.
player, but
oh, he's going to be really good, and his strikeout rate is so high, and he's
mm,
just a tough matchup. I think he could play his way into maybe possible with Cy Young talks. I know in the NL it's tough, but
yeah.
I see a big year from him.
Why is the NL like that? It's Shohei and Paul Skeens that are going to run away with the award every year. I don't like it. Need some competition.
Yeah, I know. I think Skeen's going to win the next 6 years, but
Yeah, it's not fair. I don't like it. All right.
Well,
yeah, but
I wouldn't say the next 6 years. His contract is done after 5.
right.
Good point. Good point.
And
Yes.
then he's going to
Yeah,
go fly planes in the Air Force, right?
Oh, he's done after that. After
Then
right.
he's done. Isn't that how that
sure.
works?
I don't
And
know. I don't think so.
speaking of Paul Skeens, my last pitcher on the list,
Jared Jones,
a guy who's not pitched in the MLB yet, or maybe he has.
Bubba.
Bubba.
He pitched
Bubba
really well.
Chandler was okay. Well, he's the number one prospect in baseball last year,
Yep.
and him going after Skeens on the young Pirates team, he's watch out.
It's
He
Pat's
might get
team.
yeah, Pat's team, the
My team.
Pirates.
Over.
Yeah, Bubba Chandler gives you, 10, 15 wins next year as a
Yeah.
rookie. Watch out.
He's a good player. He's a good
Yeah,
player. These are also a lot of potential rookie of the year picks
yeah.
that we're giving out too.
So you want to talk rookie of the year?
Yeah,
No joke.
we
We'll get to
Okay,
that.
okay.
okay, we're not doing that. Pat, you haven't given a player in a minute.
Yeah,
Do you
sorry.
Yeah.
have one you want to
Um,
rattle off?
completely reversing course here. We're talking pitchers a lot. We're
Fine.
talking high velocity. Now, this guy is a
Tim
injury
Wakefield.
bounce back
Sorry.
pick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Coming out of the AL Central on probably the worst team in the league, Royce Lewis. Okay.
Uh,
This year,
I wish.
you know, I said the same thing about Byron Buxton. As a fantasy baseball player, I says to myself, I says, self, I have to stop picking Byron Buxton. Okay. Byron Buxton is
Sure.
always so tantalizing there in the second, third round.
Mm-hmm.
We say, oh, this is going to be the year Byron Buxton puts it
Stays
together and
healthy.
he
Yeah.
stays off the injury
Mm-hmm.
list. Or the injured, I don't know, disabled. I don't know what we call it. Something like that. Royce Lewis, I see a lot of Byron Buxton in him, perhaps with more power, perhaps more of a hit tool guy.
Mm-hmm.
This year, remaining healthy, he could be finding himself on all-star teams, MVP ballots, silver slugger at third base, especially on a depleted Twins team. Um, he could make a name for himself. So Royce Lewis is a breakout candidate. Injury um, is the
Yeah.
big question there.
Yeah, it sure is. I feel like he's a breakout candidate for the past three, and he's
Right.
Yeah,
hurt every year. But hey, listen, obviously very talented, and when he is on the field, he produces, which is why he stays on these breakout lists. Otherwise, if he wasn't producing and continued to get injured, then people wouldn't be so enamored by him. But the guy produces when he's on the field, and he's on the field for like 10, 15 games at a time, gets super hot, and then all of a sudden he's gone because he gets hurt. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Royce. I wish I was more excited about it, but I've just seen how his injury history has been, and unfortunately, I'm not.
I mean, maybe the Twins training staff improved last year. Byron Buxton put together for his account a full season.
Yes,
So maybe they figured out how to keep their players on the field over there in
he
Minneapolis.
he also was playing center for a lot of the year, I believe, too. So it's not as if like they just DH'd him all year, and which frankly opens up more DH time for Lewis instead of having to
Hmm.
sit him over at third base every game. Going off of the AL Central with Royce Lewis, I have a guy who's not played as much as Royce Lewis. He's actually only played 20 games at the MLB level, and he played for the Kansas City Royals last year. Obviously, their catcher was Salvador Perez for quite a long time, but with Salvi's knees, he's going to be playing a lot more first. So I have Carter Jensen,
I
not
thought you
Freddie
were going
Freeman.
Freddie for mean.
No, I saw you mouth it. No, not Freddie Fermin. Carter Jensen is a former third round pick. He's now the Royals' top prospect and number 39 overall in all of the prospect rankings. In his 20 games, he batted 300 with a 391 on base percentage, 550 slugging percentage, and a 941 OPS. Obviously, not qualified in terms of at bats for his baseball savant statistics, but if you were to look at his baseball savant page, blood red, and it's beautiful to see. So Carter Jensen is my candidate to be a breakout. I think that he can win Rookie of the Year, being that he's at the catcher position, which is one of the most important positions on the field. And he also has a 1.87 pop time, which would put him in the top five of all MLB catchers. So,
Oh,
yeah, and his walk to strikeout ratio at all levels is very very good. So
Wow.
he's a
And
good player.
I'd imagine that this year, especially that catchers are going to be heavily graded on their pop time because framing metrics are not
Mm,
going to be as important
no,
given the ABSs.
ABS, yeah, which we've
Correct.
we've, we've discussed.
Do we have any I'm just not familiar with this Jensen fella. How is his blocking? How is his pitch calling? You have any
His
idea?
blocking grades out as below average. But listen, he's an elite, not elite because he's only played 20 games, but in those 20 games, left-handed swing, he's a little bit more coiled, I'd say. So he is closer to the ground, coils himself up, and then has a nice smooth left-handed stroke. So
Oh, that's good.
I like Carter Jensen, and if you're interested, I can send you his baseball savant page, and then you can tell me what you
Please.
think about his what's it called, his baseball savant page because it's nice. I'll tell you that.
Basically, what we're saying is the Royals are going to be a fun team to watch this season, huh?
With Castiglione's, with Castiglione's,
With the Cagliones.
and
Yeah, with the
and
Italian
Jensen
mafia.
and
Yes.
Jensen.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna send this link to you right now. I mean, this guy, quite a savant page. Seriously.
Hmm.
He had, I think, three homers, two of them in one game, which was his
Oh,
first MLB game.
wow.
And then he had another one. Well, actually, his two-homer game, opposite sides. So he hit one towards the left foul pole and one towards the right foul pole. And he was just spraying the ball around the yard. He's a fun player. I think he's going to be very good.
Wow. No, this
Blood
this
red.
this looks good, but as I fear, Lav, is
Mm.
this baseball savant page suffers from a lack of data points here.
Yeah, 100%. 20 game sample size. I said that. But at all levels, walk to strikeout ratio was good, and his numbers at every level have been good. So we'll see. Again, he's a breakout candidate. Might not happen, but I have confidence in Carter.
That's a deep cut. I
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got a guy who's going to be a rookie this year. He hasn't touched the major league field yet. A top prospect in baseball, the number one prospect in the St. Louis Cardinals organization.
Oh, Weatherhold or whatever his
J
name
J
is.
J Weatherholt. The
Wow.
Cardinals just moved Brendan Donovan to Seattle. They
Yep.
had an opening in that position. 50 games last year in AAA. His OPS was 980.
Mm.
He he rakes. He's fairly highly rated, and he's supposed to break camp. And I think he gets an immediate impact in St. Louis.
Pat could not care less about minor league numbers.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
We're doing a whole, and that's a fine pick. I mean, it's a fine pick, but we're doing a whole lot of discussing about OPS plus
I
and
didn't say plus. I just said
and
OPS.
baseball savant. Is that
No,
what the kids call it?
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that
And
is.
all
Blood
the
red.
prospect talk. What I look for is more of the eye test. Okay.
Sure.
When we're talking about, baseball players, you want scrappy, you want middle infield athletes, put the ball in play types. You know what I'm trying to say here.
Is this an AL East player?
This is an AL East player.
Yeah.
He's just been traded to Beantown. Caleb Durbin.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
This guy,
Stop.
you look at how his batted ball metrics, and I can't believe I'm saying this,
Yeah.
but they favor Fenway Park like crazy. And from the eye test,
My
his
God.
swing fits like a glove.
It's
Not
gonna be
like OJ
bouncing balls
Simpson's,
off that big wall.
They
but
favor a ballpark.
right.
Stop.
His and I can't believe I'm quoting Baseball Savant here, but
Oh,
it's
so you do
only
know what
it's
it is.
it's only to confirm the eye test. Okay. His pull air percentage is
Are
20.4%.
you kidding me? Pull air percentage?
You just talked about you do the eye test. Now you're talking about air percentage.
But
I
this
didn't
is a
get
What if it's
anywhere
gonna
this is
close
a
to
snow
this
pull
is
air
a
tomorrow?
this is
percentage.
a confirmation of the eye test here.
No, the air
Okay.
percentage says it's gonna snow tomorrow.
Oh, is it gonna snow? See, I
That's what
love
they
watching
that's what the
baseball
air
when it's
said.
snowing. Okay. This is my favorite thing to do. But what I'm trying to say is before you jump down my throats here is that by watching Caleb Durbin, you see it. and it's only confirmed by that blood red number, 20.4% on the baseball savant. So you go to a park like Fenway with the big freaking wall in left
Goofy
field,
wall. Yeah.
and he's gonna get playing time up the wazoo
The
with
goofy
Alex
green
Bregman
wall.
FO'd.
Oh yeah.
So we're
A
looking at
lot
a
of
Caleb Durbin in the middle of a Red Sox lineup who are begging for some offensive help. Maybe he provides it.
a lot of controversy in that Bregman clip. Some people said that he it was better off without him. That's what some people said. They
Oh
said
yeah.
he's only going to regress. I says I'm not so sure. You should send some responses to those people that left comments. But anyway, um, I don't know what is he breaking out into exactly.
um, Breaking out into a productive hitter on a championship team. What
Okay,
more can you ask for?
Championship.
fair
Okay.
enough. Fair enough. I like it. That's a solid pick. I
No,
said.
you'll see. You'll see.
I think he's good. I said that was a win-win trade, especially because Brewers are getting Kyle Harrison. But yeah, Oh, you have a Brewers pitcher or something?
Which I was going to segue into his trade partner, Kyle
Wow.
Harrison.
Is he?
Kyle Harrison and Caleb Durbin are both going to flourish in their new teams. Kyle Harrison, Lev, you know,
I do.
good pitcher.
Southpaw.
You like this southpaw, okay?
Yeah.
The thing about Kyle Harrison, and this is more of a question on the Brewers, is I just get really scared when Brewers trade for pitchers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it really, as a fan of baseball, if they're trading for a player, and I always look back at Quinn Priester because
Mm.
that was just a calamity that the Red Sox did with Quinn Priester, traded away Nick York to the Pirates, and then he gets flipped. Unbelievable. That whole situation's weird, but Kyle Harrison going to the Brewers with that pitching lab, maybe his potential when he was on the Giants is going to be fulfilled. Laugh.
Yeah. I said that last episode. Is he going to be in the starting rotation is my question because they have quite a few arms there that are available, and I don't know. Because I was looking at DL Hall, admittedly. That's not one of my guys, but he was at one point a top Orioles prospect, and he was in the bullpen last year. I don't know if he's going to look to get reps. Obviously, you have Mizorowski. I think Mason has potentially another Brewers pitcher that he's going to talk about. So hopefully Harrison's in the rotation. He should be, but I don't know what their whole pitching rotation looks like at the moment.
Brandon Sproat. They just traded for him too for the Peralta deal.
Is he?
He's
Does he
yeah,
have a
he's
chance?
good.
But does he have a chance to be on the
He's
rotation?
I think he's going to be in the rotation.
Oh, interesting.
So
Yeah.
perhaps this internal battle is only going to make his breakout season, ever more
Yes. Yeah.
realistic.
More competition.
More
Good.
competition
Pushes him
leads
to
to
be
more
even
success.
better. Oh my God. Yeah. I
So,
like
so what's
that.
the problem? Just because he hasn't had secured a spot in the pitching rotation doesn't mean he's going to be a breakout guy.
No,
And so
no.
what? If he starts in AAA or in the bullpen, that doesn't mean that someone can't go down and then he fills their
Listen,
shoes like nobody's business.
listen, don't be so
Please.
defensive. I didn't say that it was a terrible pick. I said I don't know where he stands in the rotation is all.
And where he stands is going to be on the All-Star game mound.
I don't know about that. Maybe in 2 or 3 years. I think he is a
Okay.
good pitcher, good talent, and he definitely has a chance to break out with the Brewers either this year or in the future. The Rays are another team like that, where if they
Yeah.
are trading for or trading away a player, always keep your eyes open. Yeah, exactly, just like that.
Interesting. Shane Baz.
Oh,
And then
Shane
they get
Baz.
him and then they get him away
yep,
just in
Hmm.
time.
yep. Flipped him
Interesting.
right at his peak. Now he's gonna
Yeah.
plummet. We'll see. Does
Hmm.
should I go with my last guy, or does anyone else want to go?
Oh,
No,
please.
please.
Okay. This is the son of a former big leaguer that I was referring to prior to starting this episode. It's the son of a former Tampa Bay Rays outfielder, and his son is playing for an NL East potential contender, and he's going to bring youth into the Philadelphia Phillies organization. His name is Justin Crawford. Justin
Oh.
Crawford, son of Carl Crawford, actually kind of a lot of similarities between Justin and Carl's play. Stolen bases, a lot of stolen bags, and he's supposed to compete for the center field spot with Rojas and some other guy that they have.
Kiermaier's still there.
No, Kiermaier, he's an outfield wizard now. He's coaching up all the outfielders.
As he
Anyway,
should.
Justin Crawford, I think, is going to be very good. I saw some spring training clips of him today, and I think he had 2 or 3 hits today, which again, not a big deal. But at AAA in 112 games, 334, 411, 452 slash line with a 863 OPS, and he had 44 stolen bases. So he's a plus defender, plus speed, plus contact, and average power. I think he's going to be a potential breakout candidate for the Philadelphia Phillies. So watch out, Mason, because he's coming for those Mets, those nasty Mets. And maybe the Phillies do have a young core with Aidan Miller and
Hmm.
Justin Crawford and
They haven't played yet.
others. Huh?
They haven't played yet. We'll see.
Young
Okay.
core. They got a farm system.
I,
They
you
don't
know,
have young
Sounds
core.
like you're nervous.
I don't think that they're going to be able to produce when they have to face a guy for the next,
Oh my God.
hopefully, 15 years on the
Yeah.
Mets.
Mr. Clean.
You want to talk about eye test? If you watch Nolan McLean pitch
Talk
with
to
the
me about eye
sinker
test.
and the slider, he's the best pitcher I've ever seen
What about DeGrom?
after DeGrom.
Wow.
Nolan McLean's my
Someone
rookie of
send
the
that.
year.
Someone send that to DeGrom right
What
now.
about the Dark Knight? No.
No,
DeGrom,
he's after DeGrom's best pitcher.
DeGrom's biggest fan turns on DeGrom for.
No, I said after DeGrom is the best pitcher I've ever
Actually,
seen.
you didn't until I
Yeah.
said, "What about DeGrom?"
And then I said after DeGrom is the best pitcher I've ever seen.
What about Matt Harvey? No.
Anyway, McLean is my rookie of the year pick. I know we're not doing that yet.
Sure.
And just wait. World Baseball Classic. Everyone's going to be talking about him.
I doubt that.
Well, okay.
There's a lot of pitchers in that pitching
Well, because
staff.
everyone knows Scooble and Skeens. All right. We don't need to talk about them.
So McLean would what?
Look.
Get like garbage innings? He would just eat innings up?
I think they're going to put him in important situations because he's going to prove to them,
No
the
chance.
coaching staff, that he's the guy.
No.
Just wait and see.
He's going to be like Tyrese Halliburton or Jason Tatum on the Team USA basketball Olympics team, where he just kind of sits there and does nothing,
Okay.
which is fine. He's supposed to
Everyone
be
needs
there.
a mop-up guy, Mace.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a mop-up guy.
They have
Stop.
Skeen, Scooble, Joe Ryan, Logan Webb.
He's better than Logan Webb.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Garrett Whitlock.
Right.
Does anyone have any other players? I think we got a good 15 named, which is nice. Nice list. Does anyone have any honorable mentions?
I had a few prospects, but like
Okay. No, you can say them, please.
Leo DeVries,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call
former
him.
Former Padre, now A.
Now an A's on that young core.
I have to say, credit to you for not picking Juan Soto as a breakout candidate, considering the catastrophe that you made, the mess that you made last episode, where you said, "Oh, Kyle Tucker,
Wait,
oh,
was not talking about that Kyle Tucker situation that hit him signing with that. Was that not an interesting topic to talk about or no?
Yeah, it is, but I think in the context
Okay.
of how it was brought up was oh, that was like a winner was signing Kyle Tucker. It's like, yeah, obviously,
Okay.
seriously. So, but
So the
I'm
top prospect
saying
in baseball
to
is
you,
okay.
yeah,
I didn't say the top prospect, Connor
the
Griffin.
second best. I'm sorry, second best. JJ,
Fourth
JJ
best.
Weatherhout. Oh, is Leo the fourth best?
Yeah.
Wow. So
It depends on what
Connor's
thing.
first.
It depends
JJ
on
is
what
second. Who's third?
is he second? He was 13th on MLB.
Oh, I've seen him higher.
No, it depends on the pipeline versus Fangraphs
Right, of course.
versus.
I'm yawning.
It's all dependent.
That's why I didn't want to bring up the prospects.
Leo, and who is there any others?
Oh, I did say a guy that Edward Cabrera in Chicago.
Ooh.
Oh, change of scenery guy.
Change of scenery, good team.
Is he going to be worse in Chicago?
No,
You don't think so?
I think he had his best season last year.
Yeah,
He played his most
Chicago.
innings, and he's still
Uh,
27 years old.
yeah,
And
I
now he's
guess
on a better team in Chicago and a bigger ballpark, or a
true.
colder area that the hitters
Yeah,
don't do as well in.
yeah, I guess that probably affects hitters as well. I was just thinking you wouldn't be able to get as much spin and whatnot in the cold weather. But yeah, probably. I mean, hitters struggle in that ballpark when it's windy anyway. So yeah, I think Cabrera is going to be good. So his breakout would be an all-star.
All
All-star.
star.
Yeah,
Correct.
that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, very good. Pat, any honorable mentions for yourself? I'm sure you can rattle off a bunch of random Red Sox, but
Yeah, I was gonna say the likes of
Roman Anthony,
Yohan Oviedo or
yes,
Marcelo Meyer.
perhaps
Tristan
Oviedo.
Casas.
Tristan
Ovi
Casas is being sent to the moon.
Oviedo's a good player. Good
I
pitcher.
sure hope so.
Carlos Narvaez.
Narva.
I think he broke out last year.
Yeah.
He's
Does he have
good.
another step in him? I hope not.
He can get another step
To the
because
to
he
the
was
Yankees'
traded
sake.
for Elmer Rodriguez Glue,
Uh-huh.
right? Elmer Glue.
Sure.
Lev, how
So
about Jason Dominguez?
He's great. Did you see him today?
Is he gonna, be good or not?
He walked today, so
Okay,
I
good.
expect
I
him to
saw
be great.
Spencer Jones took someone deep,
Oh.
and then MLB tweeted or somebody tweeted that this looks like Shohei Ohtani, and I wanted to throw my phone out the window.
I'm pretty sure that was on the broadcast. It's this broadcast said that.
Are you
They said
serious?
they said
Michael K said that.
speaking of Shohei, I don't remember who it was, but speaking it might have been Ryan Ruocco to be honest. Speaking of Shohei, why would Ryan? I don't know, but they said speaking of Shohei, that was Shohei power because his swing kind of looks like
Does
Shohei.
Shohei strike out 45% of the time in AAA?
No, I don't think so. But listen, I'm not here to defend Spencer Jones. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it.
Right, in
All,
the
How
big
about
leagues.
all the Yankees. I'm gonna have to see it this year. You bet. Jazz is talking about. Oh my God, Jazz apparently thinks that he's gonna be MVP, best player of
50-50?
all time, 50-50, $6 billion contract, and ownership of the Yankees next
And
year
he's got to
by the
find time
season
for
end.
Riley Reed, too.
By the season end, pretty impressive. So,
how about Anthony Volpe? Does he take a step or what?
uh,
That guy is the
He takes
worst
a
baseball
he takes
player
a
I've ever
step towards
seen.
Scranton Wilkes-Barre is what he takes a step to.
all right. I don't know why this turned into a Yankee
Sorry.
sports episode.
Sorry.
We're talking about breakout stars. We're uplifting the league here,
Oh,
people.
my fault. I'm just a negative person.
No, you did a nice job. You did a nice job with your picks. I liked Julio to start off, and we went strong for the rest of the episode. It was nice.
Are
Okay.
you thirsty?
With that being said, with that being said, Ching Ming Wong.
Excuse me?
Ching Ming Wong.
What did, what did you just say?
Said Ching Ming Wong, former Yankees pitcher.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing that
Right.
thing. Brock Cole.
Right. Juan Lagares.
Very nice.
Good.
Good episode. Wow. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
All right.